purpose for this session is to introduce some priorities that we offer for communication program. Currently, we have 7 labs for the students, undergrad students doing communication program. Those are communication, digital communications, analog communication, transmission media lab, antenna and wave propagation, microprocessor lab, microelectronic lab, and electronic measurement lab. We have assigned one technical staff to monitor the equipment inside the lab, and beside that, his job is to assist the lab demonstrator to help the students doing their experiment. Electronic measurement lab. The purpose of Electronic measurement lab. The purpose of this lab is to introduce the students about thyristor, transformers, converters such as AC-DC converters, DC-DC converters, and DC to AC converters. And also the student need to know about 3-phase transformers. We have 8 sets of equipment from EV Italy. Next lab is microelectronic lab that introduce the students the experiment about microelectronics equipment such as multivibrators, timers, JFET, MOSFET, and so on. The next lab is digital communication lab. The purpose for digital communication lab is to introduce the student the modulation and demodulation techniques such as BPSK, QPSK, QAM, and so on. The next lab is analog communication lab. The purpose of this lab is to introduce the student communication channels which involve analog technologies such as AM modulation, demodulation, and also FM modulation and demodulation. We have 8 trainers from EV Italy. Antenna and wave propagation lab is for the student to know about the type of antennas such as dipole antenna, Gagioda antenna, parabolic antenna, and slot antennas. The student needs to plot the radiation patterns for each type of antenna. Transmission media lab is for the student to know about communication channels, especially communication channel involve microwave frequencies. We have 4 sets of equipment from lab. Whereas we have also Micro P lab or microprocessor lab is for the student to do some programming languages such as Intel assembly languages. Currently we have BGC 8088 about 32 sets. We are currently developed to have more labs for communication programs. Those labs are satellite communication lab, cellular communication lab, optical fiber communication lab, electronics and instrument measurements.